This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1741, How to Get Motivated by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy middle of the week Wednesday if you're listening in real time, and welcome back to Optimal Living Daily, or OLD, where I read blogs to you, and I like to jump in as quick as possible, so let's get to another motivational post and continue optimizing your life. How to Get Motivated by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. Today I want to talk about how to get motivated when you're just not feeling it. Whatever it is, I'm going to give you my best tips. I promise this is going to be the kick butt you need to get yourself back on track. How to get motivated. So how do you get motivated when you're really just not feeling it? And do super high energy, incredibly motivated, and very driven people ever have bad days? The answer is yes. I know you're already a really motivated and driven person. Sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit. But what I want to give you today are some tips to get your butt in gear on those days when you're just not feeling it, but you need to get things done. These tips help with weight loss, building your business, repairing a marriage, taking care of teenagers, and raising teenagers. Set it up. The first thing you have to understand is that in order to be successful, you've got to set yourself up for success. Don't make it impossible on yourself to succeed. And I know that sounds obvious, but there are so many people who set themselves up for failure because they don't believe that it's even possible. They put these demands on themselves that are insurmountable. Brett and I have had the opportunity to coach entrepreneurs. One thing we find really common is that a lot of them put incredible deadlines and expectations on themselves where it's almost impossible to succeed. There are not enough hours in the day, even if you were to forego sleep, relationships, and everything else. So you have to look at first how you're going to set yourself up for success, regardless of your objective. Structure. One of the most important things you can do is make sure that you're set up for success in terms of how you structure your day and organize your time. If this is important to you, you need to clear something off your schedule that is less important to you, even if it means from time to time letting somebody down. Now let's talk about accountability. Accountability works. Accountability is that thing that gets teenagers to show up to a big brick building and study each night and take a test because they're held accountable. If we can get teenagers accountable, then we can certainly become accountable as adults by setting up those same layers. How do we do that? First and foremost, get yourself an accountability partner. There's no excuse why you don't have somebody rooting for you and not letting you off the hook on the days when you just don't feel like it. You must find an accountability partner who's in the exact same boat as you. Whether we're talking about getting your toddler potty trained or reaching your fitness goals, or maybe even just starting a new business. There's nothing better for you than to have somebody in the same boat as you who can encourage you and push you on the days that you're not feeling it. Because on the days when you're really motivated and you're just driving forward, that's when they're going to need your help. Give people that you trust, that you love, that you support, permission to keep you accountable. Just look a little ahead. You heard me say that I am a runner. I consider myself a runner because I like to run. I actually love to run as long as I'm not running fast. So this next tip that I have for you comes from my cross-country coach my freshman year of high school. I played every sport. Well, I did everything for like 5 minutes, including cross-country. I had this coach at the beginning of practice. He would tell us how far the run was going to be that day, and we started training in the middle of the summer. This coach would say to us, okay, today is going to be the long run. We're going to run 12 miles today. I'm like, what? Isn't this just like a 3-mile thing? Why are we running 12 miles? And I was dropping to the back of the pack and running really slow because I was thinking, I'm never going to make 12 miles. I'm never going to make 12 miles. My coach told me, don't think about finishing the next mile. Just keep looking a little further ahead of you and focus on that. And I think that's some great advice. The next 5. Whether you're trying to lose weight, start a business, repair a marriage, save money, get through college, don't think about how big and arduous the goal is. Rather, think about the next 5. Whether that's the next 5 pounds you have to lose, or the next 5 miles, or the next 5 days, or the next 5 clients. Think in terms of 5s, just to make it that much more doable. And then you don't weigh yourself down with how huge and amazingly overwhelming sometimes our goals can be. If I set a goal for myself to build multi-million-dollar companies and do some of the things I've done, I would have quit. But I always remembered that great advice to focus just a little further out in front of you and just keep going. Which leads me into my next tip, baby steps. The people who lose motivation pretty quickly are people who sprint, because when you sprint, you run out of energy. When you run out of energy, you run out of motivation. Then you start to beat yourself up and say, I'm tired, I can't do it, I can't keep pace, I can't keep up, I'm gonna quit. Mindset, get motivated. I saved the best for last, and it's mindset. It is unbelievable how much power you have over your life, your attitude, the outcome of things, just by changing your mindset, by really concentrating on whatever it is you want to happen. Brian Tracy says, quote, the law of concentration states that whatever you dwell upon grows. The more you think about something, the more it becomes part of your reality, end quote. If you decide that you're in a terrible marriage, guess what happens to your marriage? If you wake up and you decide you're low on energy, you will feel tired. Whatever you believe to be true becomes your reality. You've already made progress. If you look back and notice how far you've come and you focus on that rather than how much further you have to go, that changes your reality. You can do anything you set your mind to. That is the truth. I believe you can, and I know you believe it too. You just listened to the post titled How to Get Motivated by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. And I'll have some comments, but first, have you ever wondered if you could eat the stem and core of corn or the skin and seed of a pumpkin? Zenbee is a plant-based snack brand that creates plant-powered products that make use of veggie stems, seeds, skin, and cores, and turns them into guilt-free snacks without sacrificing the wonderful flavor of your favorite veggies. Their product, Zenbee Veggie Bites and Zenbee Veggie Sticks, both have a unique culinary blend of veggies, fruits, nuts, and spices in a bunch of tasty flavors. I love pumpkin, and my mom just ordered a bunch. In just 6 delicious Zenbee Veggie Bites, you reap the benefits of eating 1 cup of veggies, and they deliver straight to your door. Right now, for a limited time, you can try 3 flavors of Zenbee. Just visit zenb.com/old and create your own sampler for just $4.99, plus free shipping. That's 50% off plus free shipping. For those who have already tried Zenbee, you can also save today by visiting zenbee.com and getting 30% off plus free shipping on the new family box of either sticks or bites. That's 1 box and either 15 pouches of veggie bites or 15 veggie sticks for 30% off plus free shipping. And thank you to Chalene. Accountability is a huge one. I know you've heard me talk about it on this show before. And we just launched this week, in fact, a free group in an app called Vibely, where I'm participating with you and some of the other members of the OLD team and listeners of our shows to do challenges together, to be accountable to each other, but also meet like-minded people, ask questions, and even do video calls if you want to. Greg, the host of Optimal Relationships Daily and Optimal Living Advice, is going to lead those video calls, so it should be really fun. He's a life coach and excited to be part of this new direction of actually interacting with you, and so am I. So if you want to take part, again, for free, no commitment necessary, come by oldpodcast.com/join. The points Chalene talked about in this post today are super relevant to why we created that group. So hopefully I'll see you there. That's enough for today. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.